Rademeyer, a squad member of the SA U17 Waterpolo Schools team. Janco, thank you so much for joining us. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. It's a little bit of a long day of the school on a Tuesday. It's not so fun. Normally you just want to get to a Friday and just finish school and get going.
Well, let's get right into it. How did you get involved in water polo?
I got involved I came to Affies. I didn't know anything about water polo. I started playing, then there was trials. I choose between cricket and water polo. Then I said, okay, I'm going to try cricket, and then it didn't work out, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do water polo trials. And from the beginning, and he was like, okay, this is a wonderful sport. And in the beginning, I was like, okay, I'm enjoying the sport, and I only played 2 minutes. I remember in my first game, I only played 30 seconds of the third chukka. And it felt like, no, I'm enjoying this. That 30 seconds felt like it was the best moment of my sporting career. And I started working, all I wanted to do was play more. So I started doing a winter program, and with my winter program, in the end of my under 14 year, I started playing a full game. And that first full game was the best match I had ever since I started playing water polo.
Janco, who would you say your support base has been? Who has been there from day one?
From day one, definitely my father and my mother, and Coach Ferdi. He's the head of water polo here at Affies. And my coach, my under 14 coach, it's now the first team coach at Affies, Coach Sherry Downs.
Although you only started water polo in grade 8, you would have had role models. It doesn't necessarily have to be somebody within the sport, but who do you look up to?
When I was under 14, it was the 2012 Olympics, and it was the second 2 years after that, and I saw Chad Leclerc winning that gold in the 200 fly. We were sitting that night, 10 o'clock in the evening. It was a big race, and we didn't think he would win. Me, my father, and my brother sat there, and we thought, okay, yes, comes second place, because he was swimming against Michael Phelps. And when he touched and we was looking, and we saw the last 50 meters of that fly, and you just saw him going, and he just went through, and when he touched, it was so close. You could see how he couldn't believe he won, and that was the moment I saw that all the hard work he had worked for, it just paid off in those last few milliseconds. And that was the work where I thought, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can start working and probably competing at that level to probably also get to the Olympics for water polo or even swimming.
You attend a very prestigious school, especially on the sporting field, or in the pool, or on the athletics track. It doesn't matter where it is, but Affies dominates in quite a large variety of sports. How has attending a school like Affies helped you with water polo?
In Affies, rugby is definitely the head sport. Definitely the head sport in Affies is rugby. And when I was here, I was also wanted to start playing rugby. My thing was try to get into the first team of rugby. But I started here, and in trials in rugby, I broke my left arm. And then I said, okay, no, this is just a minor setback. I didn't see this, and I said, okay. And then I prayed about my sport. And then I got an answer from God and said, no, I have to start focusing on water polo. And I got scripture and everything. And then I went back and I went to Harlequins, and I broke my right arm. In my first half of the game, I broke my right arm. Then I said, okay, no, I'm done with rugby. And in Affies, when you don't play rugby, it's really hard, because in the winter season, when everybody else is playing rugby or hockey, I'm just sitting there, okay, no, I'm doing my winter program with swimming and water polo. And I said, no, it's fine. And then, because Affies is so competitive, I started doing swimming and doing my winter programs, and all of a sudden I saw, now I'm getting better. I'm getting better at swimming, I'm getting better at water polo. And then at the end of in the beginning of my grade 9 year, the first team coach at that stage was Rousseau van Skalkwyk. And he saw me. I don't know, and I played my first game against Kes. I had a good game, but in my first game I scored an own goal against Kes, and we lost the game 8-9. And it felt horrible. I didn't want to play, and it was on my birthday. It was the 28th of February. I'm actually 29th of February, and I just felt it's the worst birthday ever. It was the best and the worst, because it was my first team game, and my second, and all of a sudden just felt, no, can't be. And then all of a sudden, I started playing more games. I didn't start, but I wanted to start for the first team. That was my goal. And then in my beginning of my grade 10 year, we had trials. And the coach said, okay, you don't have to do trials. I know you're good enough. You're my starting team. And we were 7 of the guys that played. And it's from there on, you can see, because everybody in Waterpolo is very competitive, because everyone wants to get to the first team, and that's what helped me to.
Yeah, what stands out with you is that you achieved quite a bit in Waterpolo, even though you only started in grade out. And the examples I can give is that you've been playing first team since grade 9. You play for the Northern Tigers, which is Northern Gauteng's Currie Cup team. And you've been playing with them, for them, since under 16 level. What is it like playing provincial water polo?
At first, it was very difficult. I struggled to get into the groove because all of a sudden you're playing with some Albans and Boys Eye, the 2 competitive schools. And it's not hard because you against 2 very strong sides. And now all of a sudden, when you're in the water, it's competitive and they don't want to pass normally to me the ball. And at that stage, I was like, oh, I really don't feel like doing this at all. And then all of a sudden, I started getting more game time. And the more game time I got, the better I started playing and the more I started enjoying the sport. And the fitter I got and everything just started to click together.
Janco, where do you want to go with your water polo? I mean, obviously you're still at school and you've got a long road ahead of you in life itself. But where do you want to go with water polo specifically?
With water polo specifically, I would like to get a bursary overseas and to get to preferably America, and then playing there in the very strong water polo leagues. And then out of that, I will probably try to come back to South Africa and start for the SA men's team and get to the Olympics and play for my country in the Olympics.
Yeah, good. As we end off, you are a role model and inspirational yourself. You've achieved phenomenal things in a very short space of time in the pool playing water polo. If you had a special message for the next generation of water polo players, what would you say to them?
Never give up. Everybody always says to me, never give up, we will always get there, but I really mean to hard work is definitely, if you work hard, you will definitely get where you want to be. It only takes a little bit of talent to get, and hard work. It will get you very far. Because I didn't know I had a talent for water polo until I started trying. So try new things, and if you see it works, then definitely you will achieve what you want.
Janco, Gamma Magazine would like to take this opportunity to thank you so much for spending some time with us as we learn more about your water polo aspirations, and we wish you all the best with your future endeavours.
Thank you, sir.